It's the January transfer window. Bastoni has officially arrived. We have £80 million to spend, and we've already made a world-class signing. Boys and girls, this is going to be a great transfer special. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 17th episode of the FM22 Bayern Munich Save with me, Raxel with them, where today we are versing Borussia Dortmund twice in the Bundesliga and the DFB-Pokal, but more importantly, it is the January transfer window. We have signed some players and we have gotten rid of some players. So before we go through any of that, make sure you do smash the like button on today's video, as well as subscribing so you don't miss content on this channel to do with Football Manager and future saves coming in the future. I already know what my next save is going to be, and I'll tell you what, I'm excited for it. Very much so. But for now, can we please smash 10 likes to celebrate being in the transfer window and two incredible signings? Because I have made two, first of which being Bastoni. Time to find out who the second one was. Starting with the sales. I can't swipe up, so you can kind of see who I signed. But the sales is the first thing that I'm going to talk about. I think this is the only one, actually. Yeah, no, we loaned this guy out to RB Leipzig. Goretzka. He hasn't played a lot for us, and he wanted to go out on loan, and I'm happy for him to start for a Bundesliga team. So hopefully he does well over there. But what you're all looking at is Timo Werner. Timo Werner. I was not expecting to sign this man, but when he came up on the transfer list, I couldn't help myself. He's either-footed, he's got some decent physical mental stats. His technicals are actually pretty horrific, but he is a German player, and he locks down that position that we need. No, we don't need that position, actually. He locks down that objective that we need in terms of signing German players. They're still not happy about it, and I'm fuming about that, but at least we are still helping towards it. He's coming in on a high wage, but he comes in for only £20 million, could eventually rise to 36, and so far he has proven his weight in gold. In gold? Is that the phrase? That's the phrase, I think. 2 goals and 1 assist off the bench last game. He's certainly going to be starting the next one. I think his physical stats are going to get him through. He's not the only player we signed, obviously. Bastoni is in for just £50 million up front, £90 million in the future. We've already heard about him. We know who he is. But Werner could actually be a dark horse to be an incredible player for our team. And he's going to be starting against Borussia Dortmund. And since last time we saw each other, actually, I realised we have played some football games. The World Cup took place. You need to find out about the World Cup. But first of all, we played against Villarreal. Won that, obviously, 1-0. So we have finished on top of our Champions League group. We're winning the Bundesliga by 10 points. Yeah, we're going to win that. But yeah, Champions League is probably the focus now. We drew Inter, and in terms of the league, 3-0 and 5-0 wins. And some friendly wins in there, just to help us feel nice about ourselves. But the World Cup is what we want to know about. And I believe it was England that took it out. So we've got a World Cup winning player in our team, Tomori, beating Italy 3-1 to get some redemption against them. Of course, losing to them in the Euro final. It was Foden, Abraham and Sterling scoring the goals. We did have Bastoni in there, as well as, there's another player from our team, Luis Felipe, there we go, who got some game time, but not enough to get them the win, unfortunately. But I will take an England win. In terms of the group stage, we'll go through this really quickly, and you can take a look through if you really want to. New Zealand beat Qatar, chuffed about that. These are the teams that went through. And in terms of the second round, group stage, tournament tree, we had England versing Belgium, France, Spain and Italy. They have done it the hard way. What a performance by them. Italy versing Uruguay, Netherlands and Croatia. Not very easy for them either actually. Jamaica beating Portugal here 2-1. Now that is a result you don't see every day. Good performance by them, but for now we're focusing on us once again. Lewandowski up top, Werner on the left-hand side, Fernandes, Sane, Goretzka, Llorente, Kimmich, Upamecano, Bastoni, Davies and Neuer. I don't know why I started there, but I did. And very, very strong bench. I actually am going to chuck Adeyemi onto the bench. I feel bad for Jovic. Not getting too much game time, but of course Adeyemi, such a young, promising player. I've got to put him on the bench at the very least, especially against a side like Borussia Dortmund. And you'll notice that I am playing with the cam And previously that hasn't worked very well against difficult teams, but I back us today. Something about us makes me think that this is going to be an easy win, even with a more attacking formation. Let's jump into it, and let's get that win. We are at home as well, which is always going to be a massive advantage against such a side of quality like Borussia Dortmund. Ooh. Marco Reus scores the first goal, celebrates in front of his fans, and Neuer is calling for the bench with a goalkeeper like Onana sitting on there asking, why am I not starting when an old man like that can't even stop this shot? I mean, it's got some serious power, but it's a goalkeeping mistake. It really should be saved. And with only one shot from them, they go 1-0 up. But it's only been 13 minutes. Let's not panic too quickly. We do have Timo Werner. I mean, he's been an absolute monster on his debut. If he can do half as well, just get one goal or one assist, I will absolutely take it in this game. Llorente playing it forward. Werner almost shows that he is one of the best signings I've made in this series. I mean, I don't expect him to end up being one of the best signings I've made, but gosh, I hope he is going to be. Bastoni plays it back to Neuer. There's a man that actually could end up being one of the best signings that we've ever made. Bastoni locking down that centre-back position for years, I am predicting. Yeah, I don't see any reason why we'll need to improve on him. Hummels into Sule, one of our former players, playing very well for them this year, and actually just generally a great player. Gutted that he's gone off on a free. Would have loved to have kept him at the club, but hey, it was out of my hands. For now, we're back on the ball. It is Werner looking for a ball forward. It's not proven to be a great signing right now. Reina running down that right-hand side, looking for a ball into the mix. Finds Kostic. Kostic is not a player that I expected to be giving us a whole lot of trouble. Don't get me wrong. I know he's a great player in real life, but I mean, I just didn't expect him to be in the Borussia Dortmund team. Upamecano running forward, though, highlights straight after that opportunity, and hopefully it's coming. It's not coming our way. I'm thinking CDM might have to be the way to go. It's sort of counterintuitive because we're losing this game right now, but if it's going to create a bit more defensive solidity for us to actually go forward, then I'll certainly do it. I mean, it does look like it's going to be our chance now, actually. Hummels, he doesn't have much pace. Werner has got pace. Thought he was going to close that man down. Is Kobel a player that we used to have in our club too? Is it? No, I don't think so. Werner wins the ball back, actually. Sane, in on goal, finishes it. There we go. I don't need to change the formation at all. And it is 1-1 on the night. It's Nubel that I'm thinking of. Who's Kobel? I recognise the name and it's really bothering me. Who got the assist there, though? I mean, it's all coming down to Werner stealing that ball and Sane able to get it through on goal, finishing his dinner, making it 1-1 on the night. I mean, we did need that. I got a message and I'm checking it. It's bothering me. Oh, it was a message from ages ago. I don't even think my phone vibrated. Maybe I got an email, because sometimes when I get emails, it doesn't actually show me it, but it vibrates. Or maybe it's just in my head. There's a good chance it was just in my head. Lewandowski into Gnabry. Not Gnabry. Werner almost scores. Actually creates a good opportunity, which Goretzka scores. I mean, I'm giving that to Werner. That's an assist for him. He meant to put that up against Kobel, and it means that we're now 2-1 up. I mean, it didn't look too tasty early on, but suddenly looking about as scrum-diddly-umptious as Beef Wellington. Made by Gordon Ramsay, not like a random Beef Wellington. I don't know, I don't know why I use that analogy, actually. I've never had a Beef Wellington. They just do look quite nice in the YouTube videos. Yeah, I recognise him, but again, it's not really a player I thought would be at Borussia Dortmund. He might be in real life, actually, and I'm just not so knowledgeable about football. Upamecano makes it 3-1, and now I'm feeling a lot more cruisy. We never score corners as well. That's lovely to see us scoring one on camera so that I can prove that we are a decent football team, even though I don't get it, corner tactics at all. It's not going down as an assist for Werner. I want Werner to get on the sheet somehow, even with a assist. I'll take it. It's just proving the fact that he is a decent player. I mean, I think he has already proved the fact that he is a decent player, but I'd really like him to stamp that down, leave his mark on this game, show everyone what he can do, what he did for us off the bench, and it does actually have the opportunity to do that right now. He was on the ball, but probably smartly played it back to Davies. And again, he's doing the same thing. He's unselfish. You can't tell me he's not unselfish. Lewandowski into Sane. Come on, this is a chance for Werner. This is a chance for Werner. Goretzka. Okay, it wasn't a chance for Werner at all. I thought that maybe we'd pass it back and pass it in and Werner would score, but it didn't end up happening. I can't really complain too much. We are beating our bitter rivals 3-1 here. So it's a pretty good result so far. With only 10 minutes to go, though, we are certainly going to need to make sure this one doesn't go into the back of the net, as we do there. Neuer making up for his past mistake of a Marco Reus shot. This time he does save it. I mean, he's probably more prepared for it. Bellingham hits the woodwork there from that corner, showing that they can also be a threat from them, even though, as I said, it's literally just about a 1 in a million that we scored that corner. Wolf picking it up, looking for a ball into the mixer. It's taken out by us, and it's got to be the end of the highlight. There we go. Perfect timing, Footy Manager. Making me look well and truly intelligent there. I mean, it's normally mugging me off, so I'll absolutely take that from Footy Manager. Thank you. Dest on the left-hand side. Oh, he's more of a right-back. Also, playing for Barcelona, but clearly in the save, making a tackle, a move, sorry. I was about to start talking about that tackle because I thought that it was going to be a penalty for a moment there, because it sort of paused and I didn't know what was going on, but we've gotten away with it. The corner didn't really have a real chance either. I think we're going to go into half-time 3-1 up in front of our home fans and showing why we are well and truly on top of this Bundesliga table. We are a good football side. Bruno Fernandes into Goretzka. Come on, that was on Werner's side. That was a chance for Werner to do something. And here's another chance for Werner to do. Okay, lost it, but he wins it straight back. Bruno Fernandes, Werner assist. All I needed. Absolutely. I'm happy with this result now. 4-1. Werner with the assist. It's a world-class signing. It's honestly a world-class signing. I know I've got Musiala on the bench. I've got Eriksen on the bench. I've got even Adeyemi, Gnabry, plenty of world-class players. But hey, as they created 2 opportunities by winning the ball straight off defenders in dangerous areas, they have led directly to goals? No, they have not. Probably because they're on the bench. But Werner has done that, and you can't tell me he hasn't. And he could be scoring. That didn't actually come out to him. Lewandowski, Werner. He's on. It's a goal. You can't tell me it's not a goal, because he was not offside. Werner gets a goal, 1 assist, makes it, 2 goals and 3 assists. He's a world-class player. 3 goals and 2 assists, actually. Marmol steak. I thought that he got, no, I swear he got 2 assists and 1 goal. Maybe he got 2 goals and 1. Anyway, right now he's playing very well for us. That is the important thing. And almost going for the Man of the Match award here. Royce with the ball into the mixer. I would appreciate keeping their goals to a minimum, just for, general embarrassment reasons of the team that we're versing, because it's always nice when we sort of like whitewash everyone. No, it's not whitewashing right now. Our sheets are a little bit mudded right now, but yeah, it wouldn't have been nice to keep it clean. You got to improve, and we're versing them next week, so we can improve on that. Make sure it's a clean sheet this time. But Bastoni and to Werner, again another assist. It's guaranteed. What is it? Lewandowski, mate. You got to be finishing that. He is a world-class striker. He hasn't finished his dinner there. He's actually playing very well. 7.6, but not scored a single goal in this game. Unexpected for him, but I do still back him. I'm not going to take him off. I'm going to bring Goretzka off Purely I'll go with, but I think sheerly actually might be a word too, for fitness reasons. Sane's probably going to need to come off too at some point, and we've got plenty of players that will be absolutely begging to come on for him there, even though he has played very well. Again, it's just sheerly. No, we're going with sheerly for a cheeky fitness reason. Sorry, my brain sometimes goes places, and I just sort of let it run, and then I forget that I'm actually commentating a video game right now. Oh, Werner's in. He's in. It's a goal. That is so sublime. Mate, he's so good. He's so good. I don't understand. There's nothing about his stats. Actually, there is everything about his stats that suggests he's going to be terrible. 11 dribbling. He's world class. He's just so good. It's got to be the physicals. It's absolutely the physicals, actually. I can guarantee it is solely the physicals that is making him play so well. But he's about as good as Mbappe, and that is, I'm basing it off 2 games. But in those 2 games, he has had a higher average goal contributions than Mbappe by probably about 2 or 3. Mate, he's incredible. And with 5 minutes to go, He could be rounding off a hat-trick at any moment in time. 2 minutes of additional... Okay, no, he's not getting a hat-trick. But he is getting man of the match. Timo Werner, take a bow, mate. We love you. We absolutely love you. I've seen so many videos on YouTube about players that are just playing out of their skin. And it all comes down to just one particular stat. And it's always through the roof. And it just is pace. It just is pace. I think those physicals being so explosive are just making him a world-class player for us right now. I don't understand it, but he's doing well. But that shot, though, like, physical has nothing to do with him curling that one right into the top corner and somehow being considered to be one of the best players in Germany once again, just from 2 performances. He is so good. So good. Might have to give him a break against Borussia Dortmund, though. He's already proven he can do well against them. Hopefully we'll do just as well against them in a couple of minutes. Am I making any transfers? It's been a while since I was last on the save, so I'm going to refresh myself. Oh, Luis Felipe's leaving. That's right. Because I brought Bastoni in, and now I really just don't need him at all. Because we've got Tomori and Hernandez, as well as Richards, and this guy. This guy's probably about as good. He's out on loan, so I can recall him if we really need to. So Luis Felipe, he's not needed very much anymore. We brought him in for £10 million while signing he was, but I think he's served his purpose now. He's going to definitely do well wherever he goes. But yeah, we just have too many centre-back options now. So I'll simulate forward off camera. I don't think I'm going to be looking for any transfer. I think I'm really just looking for bargains, to be honest. Like, it sounds stupid because we have so much money. Let's try and get rid of this player immediately if we can, because I don't want to pay for his wage anymore. There we go. He's gone. I don't really want to feel a desperate need. Sorry, is what I'm trying to say. Actually, this guy looks quite good. Feel a desperate need to improve any particular position right now. Maybe a more defensively minded central midfielder, but I think that's just personal preference because I have so many attacking midfielders. Yeah, nah, actually I do need another central midfielder because now that he's out on loan, yeah. But that player that's actually just come up is a really good option. Weigl is not good enough, unfortunately. But Vinita, or however you say his name, if he is going to be a more defensive-minded player, he is going to be a more defensive-minded player. I think he could be a great one for the future, actually. And that's just off the cuff. Natural things happening. Any players on the transfer list? Love cheeky transfer list signing. They're so good. You get them for just spare change, and I don't understand why half of them are on the transfer list. No one on the transfer list right now. There's too much interest in me. But we'll keep taking a look here and there. And I'm keeping an eye on that Portuguese man. Alright, bit of deja vu going on, and this is a team that we're going with for a very strong 11. But first, you might notice someone is missing, and it's because it is confirmed. Luis Felipe is a Manchester United player. Okay, it's down here. There we go. Manchester United player, very good signing for them, and a very good transfer fee for us. I'm always gutted when a player goes up massively in value, but we kind of knew he was better than what we were selling him for. But we also knew he was way better than what we were buying him for all the way back then. So realistically, if we did give him the game time, I'm sure he would have turned into, an 80 million plus valued player. But I mean, Hernandez had a mental year last year in terms of just having a high average rating all year long at centre back. So yeah, I stand by my decisions and I stand by my actions. This is the team that we're going with, though. Completely new, completely rotated. Jovic, Gnabry, Musiala, Adeyemi, Muller, Eriksen, Hendricks, Tomori, Hernandez, Guerrero, and Onana. I'm not too worried about losing this game. Obviously, I'd prefer not to, but I think the fact that we've got Eriksen and Muller as our defensive midfielders kind of shows that, yeah, I'm pretty confident that we will win this game. And actually, even if we don't win this game, I'm not going to be that upset because we've already won this competition, and being able to focus wholeheartedly on the Champions League would be absolutely glorious because the league, again, already looks basically won. Jovic in on goal early there. He really does need to score a goal here to actually even show that he's a decent striker. He was a good pickup in terms of value for money, but in terms of actual performances so far, no, I don't know if that's completely fair. I've just not given him that many chances, to be honest. And when he's had them, I feel like he's not been horrific. He's definitely scored for us. I better take a look at his goal scoring record because I think I'm probably being quite harsh. It's just that Lewandowski is having a mental year. Adeyemi is an incredibly young player, and we've just signed Werner, who is off the chain right now, and no one really understands why. But even our second 11, I feel, is probably going to beat this Borussia Dortmund side. And they have rotated. They have absolutely rotated, but they haven't really rotated as much as we have. There's not a single one of our repeating players from the last game because, yeah, we kind of dominated that one. But Bellingham, Reina, a couple others, Marco Reus in there, is showing that they're definitely wanting to win this game. But I don't think we're going to let them, unfortunately. Jovic, let's check. He has scored a grand total. He has actually scored one goal. It was in the DFB-Pokal. He's not been brilliant, and I have played him in a couple of Champions League games, but I still stand by the fact that I haven't given him too many games. But if he doesn't score in this one, then it might start to be looking a little bit, for him. Latest scores elsewhere, that's what it's looking like. Don't like having two statistics boards. It's just unnecessary, isn't it? 33 minutes gone, and we're clearly not being as dominant, but we were expecting that. We still have some insane players on this football pitch, but it is a rotated team. It is players that are lacking in match sharpness. So I'm not fuming with the fact that we aren't winning at this current point in time, but I'm of course going to tell them I'm not happy with the performance because that's going to fire them up. And then they're going to play better in the second half. We're going to win the game. And actually, I don't know if that's a massive positive, to be honest. 30 minutes to go, though. So can we get an opportunity? See something go down? It is Hendricks on the ball, playing it into Adeyemi, playing as an attacking right winger. Doesn't seem to be in a very attacking position, but finds a space. Looks to get past some defenders. I don't know what he's doing with it, but he's eventually gotten it back to Eriksen. Tomori's just gotten onto that after a pretty lackluster pass from Eriksen, which is not something I would say very often. Jovic is through. Tips the goalkeeper, but I think he's just off. It would be really good for him and the team if he is just on. I think he's strayed. I'm pretty confident. He hasn't strayed. Beautiful finish. Beautiful positioning. Hey, I never doubted him, but he did look off to me. He really did. I think it's that left back just keeping him on. That's a very nice finish, though. He's just seeing Berkey go to ground, and he's not panicked. He's dinked it over them. The defenders need to be so much better than that, though. Oh, he's just on. So tight. But he has just stayed on, and I'm massively chuffed for him to get us the 1-0 lead and to potentially move us on to the next round. But most importantly, just to give him some confidence. I know that's sad, actually. The fact that I'm saying it's more important that Jovic has confidence than us going through to the next round of the DFB-Pokal. Shows the level of respect I put on this competition. But we are going through to the next round now. Adeyemi scores 2 youngsters. Adeyemi probably saw Jovic score and he was like, actually, I do need to get in on this too. Otherwise, the gaffer is going to think about playing this man too. And I want to be playing. And Adeyemi, mate, you're showing me that you should be playing. Absolutely. But it's Witzel coming on for Chan. They're going for it here. They're absolutely going for it. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I have a feeling this is our chance again. They're pumping it long. They're panicked. Tomori wins the header. He's a World Cup winner. And he is in our rotated team. Jovic is through to make it 2. He does make it 2 for the night. But it's a very good opportunity and still a very impressive lead for us right now. 2-0 on the night. Can we please get another one here? Tomori, again, World Cup winner in our second 11. That is disrespectful to him, but you got to do what you got to do, really. Gnabry looking to play it in. Muller probably should have done so much better with that one, but he's kind of being overshadowed by the fact that we're winning 2-0 with our second 11 against Borussia Dortmund. Am I going to make a substitution? Probably not, actually. I don't think there's a single player on the bench that isn't starting for us normally, so I don't really need to make a sub. Werner, yeah, Werner's the only one that I'm like, yeah, maybe you're not going to be starting in the long run, but nah, I don't need to make a sub. We're playing well, we're dominant, no one's too insanely tight. I mean, Gnabry's actually getting to the end of his, fresh legs, but so are they, so it doesn't really matter. Cancel each other out, everyone else is fine. They played well up until now, and actually, Gnabry could be getting an opportunity right here, right now, as it is coming down that left-hand side. We smash it long, Zagadou collects, and it's not really giving Gnabry that chance to play with the ball, but could be getting it back at any point in time. Could switch it down that left-hand side. I do think it is going to be Borussia Dortmund's chance, though. As I said, some tired legs out there. almost leading to a goal. Eriksen, mate, you should have fresher legs than most of us. You get some game time, mate. Oh, maybe he doesn't actually. We have a lot of players on the bench, and I think very often don't even notice the players that I give game time to, and the ones I don't give game time to. Adeyemi, definitely a man I don't give a whole lot to. Hendricks, another player that, he's not on the bench half of the time, but playing well in this game, clearly. Okay, Jovic, you're definitely off there. Absolutely off. You don't even finish your dinner. And to be honest, you'd probably be happy that you didn't. Well, be happy that you're offside because you didn't finish your dinner, that's for sure. Gnabry, all the way back to Muller. Muller into Guerrero. And we're still knocking it around very well. And we're not easing up. We are still trying to score goals. Although we didn't there. We are still creating opportunities. Still proving that we're one of the best teams in the world. Even with a game already wrapped up with 1 minute of additional time left. Yeah, it's all she wrote. It's absolutely all she wrote. Zagadou into Sule, pumping it forward. You can do whatever you want, mate. You're not getting a goal. You're not getting the win. You're going out of the DFB-Pokal. And to be honest, I think we're going to win this competition now. Now that we've beaten the hardest team, okay, arguably the hardest team in the competition, with our second 11, I'm pretty confident that we're going to go all the way and win it. Treble season would be glorious, actually. Here we go. 2-0 win. 2 wins in 2 games against Borussia Dortmund. Our bitter rivals, mate. We had trouble with them in the first season, but not anymore. We're just too good. Tomori, he has 3.5 star current ability. Maybe I should be giving him more game time. He has proven to be a pretty good signing, but obviously, just Upamecano and now Bastoni, I feel like are going to create an insane partnership and just be too good. So, sorry about it, Tomori. Look, off camera, I can't promise there's going to be a transfer deal, but you're going to have to come back in tomorrow's episode, or the future episode, to find out whether I'm actually going to sign anyone. Because, of course, we still do have some money in the bank account. We still could be knocked out of the running. No, we're definitely winning the Bundesliga at this point in time. But there's games off camera, and we'll play in the next episode. I think. Oh, am I going to play the Champions League final, a quarterfinal? No, that's too far. That just is too far. Maybe I'll play the DFB-Pokal and Augsburg, and then play that and different. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Sorry about it, team. You're going to have to wait a while for that into one. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, that one will be transfer wrap-up too. Yeah. We love a transfer wrap-up. Thanks so much for watching this one. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all later.